feel like I haven't done a skincare talks video in a while. It's the morning. Let's do some skincare. Using the Skin Fix Foaming Oil Cleanser. I'm up to maybe here. A little bit less than 1/3 of the bottle left. And I feel like I'm just completely blazing through the bottle. I really like it. But of course, cost is the concern here because it is more expensive than the other ones I use. But my skin is really liking it. I've been dealing with some breakouts here. Just on this side of my face. It's because of stress. And last night I put on some of the Effaclar Duo just as a spot treatment, not all over. And I feel like they're honestly much smoother. I can still feel that they're there and you can still see them obviously, but they're not as angry and as inflamed as they were before. I'm pretty hopeful about this. I'm adding this to the video after because I deleted it by accident, but I did use the I'm from Mugwort essence. I've been dealing with some breakouts. You can't really see them too much because I covered them with makeup, but when I have breakouts or my skin is just overall a little bit angry, irritated, I love using the I'm from Mugwort essence. This has antibacterial, I think antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, so it really helps to soothe and calm down the skin. So if you are going through breakouts or you have rosacea or any kind of skin concern where you really just need to calm down your skin, this is so good. Dr. Surical, I feel like it was a combination of stress and pushing it too far with Tret that kind of caused my skin to freak out. I pushed up to 5 days and I thought it was fine because I didn't have any like peeling, flaking or anything like super bad. The last day that I used it, when I put on some of my products, I did feel a little bit of like, I wouldn't say burning, but like a little bit of tingling here. And that was my sign that it was just too much. So with my skin being a bit compromised and then stress on top of that, I think this just happened. Youth to the People vitamin C. Kind of just taking a few days of like recovery days pretty much and giving my skin some hydration and time to like heal. And I'm using the spot treatment on here. I'll get back to Tret in a few days, but right now I just want to give my skin time. This side, completely fine. This side, freaking out. I know like it's relative. Everyone has different like baselines with their skin. My skin is usually like this for the most part. So this to me, that's my version of freaking out right now. I'm trying to get back here. I started using this Murad Cellular Hydration Repair Cream because I really like the serum, but sometimes I just don't have room in my routine for this. So I was like, let me try this out. And honestly, I really like it. It's very nourishing. It's thick, but it's not like waxy. It feels so like rich. It makes my skin feel really just nourished and hydrated. I really like it so far. I'm gonna let that all sit for a little bit before I put on sunscreen, but I just noticed this. So I'm gonna put some of this Kiehl's Truly Targeted Acne Clearing Solution, just a tiny bit. This is like a liquid kind of solution. Just like one dot on your finger and just pat it on there and let it sit. I honestly feel like for the most part, these here, it's now just like pigmentation because they're not raised or anything. So I think I just got to focus on using products that are going to help fade that, but it's going to take time. Patience and consistency are going to be the key. As always, there's something for everything when it comes to skincare. So I just got to figure out the right things and be patient and consistent. Skincare has soaked in enough, so we're going to go into sunscreen, the Purito Daily Go-To Sunscreen. It's almost finished. I think I have one in backup, so I need to get more. This is one product that as soon as I open one, I like to have one on backup just to make sure that I don't run out because it just works so well for me. I'm going to avoid the spot here where I put the liquid spot treatment. Sunscreen is so essential when it comes to helping with pigmentation because this is going to protect the spots from the sun. If you just expose these spots to the sun continuously with no protection, they're actually going to get darker and you're going to feel like you're in a never-ending cycle. If you wear makeup, or even if you don't wear makeup but you just want to cover up any little spots, you might have this NARS pot concealer. It's the soft matte complete concealer. This is my favorite concealer for spot concealing. It is a thicker formula, so I find it really stays put. And if you just want to be precise, go in with like a tiny little brush. I just grabbed anyone. This is Reefer 03. Dab it in there. Grab a little bit. You don't want to grab too much. Dab it on the back of your hand just to make sure there's not too much there. And just lightly bounce the brush around. I like to pat the edges with my finger to make sure that it's not like too thick. Because there's naturally redness in my nose, I'm just going to feather it out a little bit. Cover these spots here too. I find just bouncing it around is like the best thing you can do to make sure that it's seamless. And once you're happy with the coverage, just pat it in with your finger. So like even for no makeup days, I find that this is really nice just for like precise concealing. I'm not even going out for a while. I just thought I'd show you this for anyone that might be looking for something, for some coverage. Skincare done, and a tiny bit of makeup for some help.